one district, one factory, one village, one dam, one constituency, one ambulance, free senior high. Any son and a coin no, a sanity ampa. And Hoto or a mafacity nemo. Secasam Gina Bian at the same. So my Yakasi and Copabi same you a bit to me, a boy whom a brahman to me a ye. Within some who do beer. A D say, ye di home comaca and a juntene. MPP Amayoko Ndinimuno, the what best see my name, Jamardin Abdallah, Wono, and what say a chiri mean Sabin Kumso, a chiri no, MP communication team no, Wakahubi. Na fe Amalba Kinsley, and this Amayoko no communication team no, one also Wakahubi, or no, and a washing the suitor, what Timin Champe, ever high. I will just form Makwaba.
Senior.
Maybe a boko dear.
Boko Panose.
Good. Yeah, share my mission same free Jamadi Enra Mampina be jechiri ekasai. I'm say dia na hwe kwan so beka no eno no kan ye ne ma hodo ben na ewo mu a ubetumi akase eye arehim de maganafo ni titiriw eno ma eti kasam me ma 5 minutes.
Okay, that's ne akwenya odi ama me ntia ya hwefo ndra de to yini ya second lady, former second lady ya friend Hajia Ramatu Aliu Mama nyameto nsa frɛ no me ma ebusieni na hyeden me ma MPP for in the Ghana mani na hyeden na me adomo chena eno mbesie na ewo tamale tse se na okan ye no Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ndra onya kunya ene Ghana for kasaye on the state of our economy en some okan no o mai hu say yes e baby free ba ni baby e wo any baby dru any baby e pese yeko nti sa ensem no otumenya akwanya editu dwa tse say na mampanyi e kai during the COVID ono susi su oni to susupi ne say yes na ye hifana na ye wo baby all the rating agencies across the world rate Ghana between 2017 to 2019 they rate Ghana economy high baby na etoso yi na the face the Standard and Poor, Moody's, Obibiara, all the rated agencies.
That is
between 2017 to 2019. The rating agencies no rating
stable.
Yes. Now from B, I think it was B- to B positive.
Fish for no na Moody for no. No,
I'm talking about all of them in the whole. They rated Ghana high. Or more upgrading your ratings, no. So now you will here no film because of inshare papa abayini timidation AC akwemu. Na sanse share na abayini DC akwemu no.
The time I make us say o share fish rating na 2015 no negative.
Yes.
2016 na stable. 2017 stable, 2018 stable, 2019 stable, 2020 developing.
Moody's any the account na and some make a minimum so jitum say we were rated high during that time. Na South Africa na himfa na free na ye de oman na kosi awawa. Oman na ye di kosi awawa no na nhye pi ekasa sa awawa na ye de ho kosi mu no. Na ne ma pi nkoso Banyamin Chade abine to me Dane Niama within the shortest possible time. It made in say a pato, it me Magana fool who say yes, mo boss a buy a bay near P. Na ya started air to talk near money. Some of them, your friend is saying, we na education na yetimi di sikashi mo menone na yenua na mo na yebusia fo mo enya ho emfaso ebi mo te say ejuma yetimi efa amanfo pi mbebunu no pi because ansani ye beba na ye what we call the graduate unemployment currently sa graduate unemployment association no na men charge yetimi egu no essence yetimi create opportunities nurses
mugu sa
yes because you create opportunity ema yetimi efam bebunu no pie juma ena nurses young form from 2012 to 2016 yetimi form any planting for food and jobs industries ayeka sisia o man betimi yetumponi na industries so yetimi ehye industries ne mokena then we started transforming the economy in a different way, bringing the digitalization our economy. People, among for because na say computer na nyo be any more. But so who person katasise any project esotia, you need to reduce sika any nipa akoni abano. Inti yetimi sa fa ni amani share ho e ma ye reduce and o koko o per passporter within your phone and the comfort of your room no o to me apply for passport ni ama dates no ako konya o passport o per driving license within the comfort of your room goro boys ni na etwetwa ene de ekeka ho and infrastructure yeah building infrastructure yeah we've created a constructing over 10,000 kilometers of road across the country me know na last me buy OG2 mo set tantra you know at least enya some upliftment baby awo bia within every region na ejuma koso yie ansana atowie nchem bi bae na manfo bi atowie nchem be na bae atowie nchem a wiase ni na wo bae what say since I wo senye military coup bi ni aya what say yakasa obi ante na fie 3 weeks man nko bebia biom what say yakasa 6 months and 7 months within a year you close airport obi ntimi nko bebia enti sane amani na bae na ye finding ways are you to me you gonna free in what the president did the president another government during that time made then they say we thought ahead of the virus dream before the virus and sana virus no be far left on na active alpha left in which cases and sana on mampenyi na Akufo-Addo be ba be na ambulance ye wo ho man yimu ni na do 50 sa 50 ne ndu no kra na dodo na asai but onyo bi na ka kire na na do say atowie nchem bi beba ye frɛ no covid a ye be hia akade a ye betimi di akon but essence o ye dwen kokan ana aban ne ye dwen kokan nti yetimi edi sika hyemu ma ye kra what we call the ambulances no then we able ambulances no eboa ye pi ewo yakone ya be mu we were the first country that started here contact tracing within this Africa and most of the Western countries. Yetimi it says na we na COVID national yetimi trace obi anipa no etimi ehia ne bia na nipa ne na edi akone ya bibia we trace here and ye peke ya isolate because what did the president say? The president eka say onim say na obetimi edi economy no aba back to life but sebe wo ana obibia sebe nyame to ana yare ne che no no ko wura wuhihia mo na nyame to ne nsa afre na ono na Akufo-Addo ano no na ban no ye need to me ya betimi de wa bati asefo wi asemo. That is what we did. We were able to put things in place and you would admit to the fact that COVID akono na eden inti niema sesai what the government did was to prioritize the interest or the livelihood of citizens. Me know yankwa ehia aban no inti whatever they needed to do to protect you and I like spraying the schools providing sanitizers even to the extent that you call lockdown mono ye tete dwane ema omo ni bi ye saba ewie ye fi covid no mo kakran ye bie mu no amanfo enim se and antiama o se all the sokodua eko Madina market ekoton no within that 3 weeks no wentimi anko market ankoton ade enti ne sikasem asai enti ye de efe no NBSSI loans na ye de manfo asese ye efe no Ghana Entrepreneurship Enterprise Agency sisi ya asesa di no omo no etimi ema ejumayefo ene Ghana fo sika kakra de so mo asene efri sanwe yi anamo nti so obi beka say yes currently obi atitum say we are seeing na face crisis now even that crisis now you facing in 2020 the World Bank and IMF projection say economies will grow negatively. But some projections from here, Ghana was among the few countries that yet me grow positive, even within that critical moment. Inti, yes, you were awiyamo, but abaina yebida. Why yebida in what sense? Yako IMF. I di omani ko si our wana minu nua yeti minu nua a omoko nursing training ni teacher training aye cancel o allowance minu nua yo muwe school aye ntimi for mo ejuma no aban ni ba ye fa dodo na ejuma
so will you say what can IMF conditionalities say enunti yentumi amfa ejuma for na sefo no ever since aban bae no unemployed graduates I will say ye twa mu na sefo nyina no de esese obi anyane ne setumi aka ayenya adwumayefo graduates no bi anya adwuma se de so sinya no and ye ka percentage wise at the same
dodo na no motivate even from the nursing and teachers no omunya akwenya yentimi nka aban ni baby ni obitimi aka say ye bae ye ma obi anya adwuma but putting the measures in place to facilitate say wo kra wo ye wan kasa we dwuma ebe like you mean you get the comfort to be able to grow your business and create to akwemu ya fa edwumayefo p within all sectors of the economy.
Okay.
Now police for Accra, now the NDC couldn't employ them, but we were able to put those things all in place. And I can say yes, in this current situation. Currently, I mean, we can say I remember when
not the one who see
these issues even the Ukraine Russia issue when Joe Biden was addressing the United States of America, Okacha almost said, look, we are going to take measures, and those measures will have an impact on US. So you should be calm, but we would make sure we steer the country out of those countries. And aside that, Boris Johnson says, who say we are Ghana any mass and any Jupiter. Ghana suka we are it is a we are Ghana who compare Ghana to even other countries. Yetimi within Africa. Nigeria is the highest oil producing country in Africa. Even with that, Nigeria currently fango friend fuel ento Kenya etiminya fuel omunya scarcity omo shortage but Ghana me no na yetiminya bito esan say aban no dey say pa ato ho to steer us irrespective of the cost. The cost of crude oil it reflects from the world market. So if you are the world market
Amaliba
senior
wakasa waka bebre wotia na wati ni nyina wotie ne sam okan no a na che se enfa se from 2017 eba no o mesika sam gina eye sa aman ekueku ahodo a wo mo hwe ye rating so no e kire ne ma do bebre na me kire me kan ba bi se Fitch any modifo no 2016 2017 2018 2019 2020 2020 enu nyina ewo ho a ebetumi edi hu adanse ese omu hu sere na omesika samo kwa omka nwase munso motie akire a mafi aban mu ama omuso maba no sede mampani abede akire esika na asem no saa na mo a motie akire nso muhunu no se siti ana
sine me da se ma minchia na minchia me brother minchia no ha minchia ti ahwefo ni atifo so minu ani kasa no say graduate unemployed ebe omba magunu but when you say there is a current organization called Graduate Unemployed Federation of Ghana, Unimana. Senior, why won't fly away? You can watch it.
Oh, that's it. But when Nema Mutimi yedi say
you see them?
Nema and easy to me.
I think on the 11th of this month, in 88, right? 11th is it Monday or Friday? Saturday. Graduate Amuwi Nursing Training College 2019 are buying for Mojuma. I won't call demonstration. This is their flyer.
Okay,
their notice.
Okay,
I'm not the nurse. Oh, senior. Nikasem nampeni se ewiase so dupont tutua. Bo friend if you na name. Na answer na me call nsem no so no ma menyi me set this records way straight. Endra omampeni be de echi Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia ekasa no. O kan sem bi se on one of certain questions no yi ni ho ano say man fo busa say bosia o ma bono de ba de no mo de aye na obo project bi a sa project no yentra ha emma ne kwan ma ne mfa ne santo sa project no so because President Mahama banya pesa skano to ho a omo di na tem no ye man kwan for them to insult President Mahama for borrowing the money only for them to come and supervise that project no and take credit. Where there's a November 28, 2016. Exim Bank grant 398.33 million for 84 kilometer Kosomo Tema railway line. Ebio, where cityfmonline.com. October 28, 2016. Minority, which is MPP then, questions 38 million loan agreement for Eastern Region University, which is a university for environment and sustainable development. Someya loan, you questioned it. You were even you disapproved that loan. You were not in agreement with it. And I went to your daily graphic. That is 5th August 2016. Parliament approved loan for Obi Chebilamte interchange. That project is ongoing. You are supervising it. And I went to the same City FM now. November 17, 2016. Government secures fund for Pokuasi interchange project. You get me? And it is absolutely preposterous and absurd for the vice president being mindful say all these issues are on public record. No, because Bosia Mwaje over 250 billion for the past 5 years. No, some projects in Amodia, you have never done it, and therefore be mindful of that. I am not here only to respond to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, but I'm also here to defend the record of President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government, and to prove to the whole world, and no mind say, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia lied.
Lied
relative to the data on one kasa ekana. My mention will be what kasa wahano or say the rating agencies rated them positively from 2017, and indeed. It's true that NDC subscribed to IMF program before we left office. But by more extended to 2018, even after you condemned it. IMF, the World Bank, that's the Economic Intelligence Unit of Britain, and also Ghana Association of Industries of Ghana, right? AGI. Is it AGI? Association of Ghana Industries. Fine. What we now predicting is say the Ghanaian economy was going to grow from 5.8% in 2016 to approximately 9% in 2017. Why did that predictions made by those agencies? It was because of the fundamentals President Mahama built. And let me give you a few of them. Before we built in 2016, we built 3 oil wells, or 2, in addition to Bakwa Neoho. So Mahama governed with only 1 oil well. By Yebefra Bemne developed 2. I built additional 2 FPSOs, FPSO Kofor and Kwame, how do you call it? And Atamis Edebeka, which means your oil production was going to increase. And it will lead to the volume increase in our oil export and also revenues. And then number 1. Number 2, you create last year building a trouble gas $1 billion project. And the best serving government of Ghana 5.500 million Ghana cedis per annum. As a Sikari, the Beko Ekra oil, and the power a thermal plant to get light because of a trouble gas project. Ninti, Saskar and Kubu, the Beka buying Butum. And what you devote over 2 billion Ghana cedis every day, Exim Bank for import and export. Or buy, Saskar no more day, Emma, private persons are, or more day 1D, 1F, or Moka 17. What do you do about it? Senior, you additional $300 million in the stabilization fund. Additional another $400 million in the sinking fund. Former President Kufuor J Eurobond 2007, sorry. Maturity date was 2017. To avert the pressure on the public purse, and the President Mahama government created that buffer. He jumped $400 million. He started to another $450 million in the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. When you have buffer say to MMO. So it's also jam 1,937 megawatt of power. That solved the doom saw. That is why Robert National there has not been a single doom saw for the past 5 years. So what did you do to end the doom saw? Don't tell me, hey. Okay, senior, you jab 5 million liters of fuel. Our boss. I don't know afraid of being better now. Or say a contaminate here. Or more former companies. A Toma or more based in there. They have a rental account to the state. Senior, we leave them additional over 900,000 metric tons of cocoa per annum, supported by free fertilizer to the cocoa farmers. That led to the increase. When you know it was the revenues that was coming to the government. And don't forget that it's additional over $500 million because of others syndicated loan ecology for 2016-17. On by this cano, I bet to one. There was a program called West Africa Agriculture Productivity Program, started by NDC government. You know, Canadian government and they call that agreement. You know, Sika Eba and almost some of the year planting for food and job. That money was an agreement which was entered between NDC and the Canadian government. First, kind of about more time. So I can go on and on.
Okay.
Besides that, today, with a huge infrastructure. Kumasi KGTM market, Terminal 3, the Kumasi airport, and Kotokrama market, and all the infrastructure we left them.
But my penny so kase. When some okay nyina bibi wo buy no woman na mo mesi kase mo tumi agina sanka mo na mo wo ho a anka be giagu kura.
We are asking. 2017 there was a growth from 5.8% to approximately 8%. Within 2017, they burden no more year to get that growth. There was a change of government, no growth aba. It doesn't work that way. And I have demonstrated to you a short while ago, say, this is the investment the NDC government did. And the effect took place in 2017. Senior, the subterfuge, the spillover of the past 5 years mismanagement and incompetence and deliberate wicked actions are by now take care and not affect Sabri. Professor there just 2 days ago. Wakasa look, it was irrational for the government to use 25 billion Ghana cedis to collapse the local banks. And local banks are buying good, and a part of the problem we are having now. It has contributed significantly to the economic crisis we are facing. So, they haven't done anything. See, look. So, what must now do when you talk about Penny Kufuado, a minor Ubuna? To me, Professor Jenano Pokwajama, NDC vice presidential candidate for the 2020 elections, Okasembi, was it? Although when we talk about the economy, the data is relevant, but the life of the people matters. And Dr. Baumede Tobekayano, me mami or Ted and Segrumsa, yet they know who. So 2016, now a 4 car Fred and Segrumsa about Boissy, near the 3 cities are, and now offer the same Canaan, you're doing 15 Ghana cities. How much percentage increase for the last 5 years?
Okay.
And global back. And this be for them. Now 110 Ghana cities in the Medina market. At how do you call it? Nima market. And then you 560 Ghana cities. Because of that, a ball of kenke is 4 cities, 5 cities. These are the realities on the ground. So since you say economy as somewhere, and yet data maybe data this, data that. Manata or they say economic analysis. We are talking about the realities. How are the Ghanaians feeling now? This is what we are talking about.
So can say we share pandemic ya ba ye COVID ya ba ye aha adwene ye pa what the COVID ne to nchen so a Ukraine and Russia and tokwa so eno so atumi aha adwene na meba wo so ewe no so na ansa na me nko no so amisa ne say before asa Ukraine sam yi ebeba no na o man sikasam na gina say
hakika sempi you see yene na yete Ghana enye bibi na efri bae yehu ensemo okan yehu di homoye o say ende omo survey na dum so nio ansa na bae me wa into around 2017 February John Jinapo was telling us say yen course to omo no montre omo fa adwembra na yen stress any be ya bitimi asolve dum so by M1 was and the Hawke Kansem. Ghana for net na dum so mu 4 years. And no mu ne yaw. And no more failure. Probably he was living in the house na now generator on and one. Anyway, gift is him gift ya guta. Also to one catch it. Osaka Sanoka say Ghana Exim Bank Jomama na established here ne the account. Exim Bank was established in the Act for Exim Bank was established way back 2002. You see, over the cancer, you have to at least be factual. maybe you think say my father is watching. Maybe you think so no intiminya kwenya gogo, but the gogo will give you the facts. Oka say in some na were you even able to provide common utility? Hwe yetimai mu na kane aboye den sendan sika. Na isio eboye den sendan sika. When was the last time OTPURC in Kan? But within the 4 years of NDC, na o sorry, dakru ni ho a obe sorry a PURC. Na na ya ajantoa. Nancy Grabite in Kache. Na na ya ajantoa only radio so and only TV so a man chintrim. It's because of how you messed up the economy. You couldn't even provide basic utilities. You cancelled the teacher and nursing training allowance. More employee teacher for Enoch. Adodo na friend Bishop. Your friend as teacher near you then call around your friend is saying BA board and so 2 years. Nane mame odo and then money niska money didi. Etre yanko bisa yese monfa on 2 years na we ejumani na ashiegu na ombra mbeje 3 months salary pay. In teacher say out of that 2 years no scanner akani na ashiegu. That was not chrono amode ball my anymore. You are talking about the bank no yamfa sikanshim. And now me no say wofa say me try to catch me cases were court yeah tete say na sika ne kra ban e ma say mu fanshe bank no na ye mu ne enhye mu kena na ye ntimi mbo the anti-mansa anti-money ene de ekeka ho omusika omoti fifire e de ahye bank ne ho ban no na manfo bi e de kotoku koko boto ene kosi sika no e free bank e de ko mu fie
e wo hwan necessary call
na say onim ana o report it. The Capital Bank issue I UTV and Peace FM say court case na ekoso about the Capital Bank. Yes see the founders of Capital Bank sikana aban de mo so mo fansha bank ni mo kinano omo de kotoku koko boto e na kosse say iskali free bank
Peace FM for UTV for kan da ben
they didn't report
da ben
it will patch say between koto bo fa is it
yeah credible media house. It is
no, is it
meba me person
at least then they see work
da ben na Peace FM
then they see work
they say da ben na Peace FM for kan yes
then they see work even this week
come on meba
medium you see when you interrupt and every program in your
so long as how they mistake am the mental amount
so you mean
me say who say UTV ni Peace FM for kan say obi de ba
omo share for Moshaye omunim pese this platform reported what transpired at the court.
Jamadin, me say.
So you didn't report the court case. You didn't report the case on Capital Bank. One report here, fine. But the media house you are sitting on reported on the court case on Capital Bank.
Yeah, what can I say? Someone can be person who jurisdiction. What say? Peace FM, any UTV, your report will say. And Kwafo di koko boto ekwase sesi
what transpired at the court the AC court na mo report here
me na me education correspondent master
the mo AC court so are you saying it never transpired at the court me bisao
me na me
AC court
kamadin
sasa me
kamadin me say maintenance say ema wo
sasa me AC court
me say maintenance ma wo
court
me say wo family station no ento baby say yen report say obi e de boto ekwase sesi fi baby edi ko baby wo bra ya report ko so me na me ko court ko report ba ya report wo baby na me say da be na Peace FM and UTV ya report ye say obi discuss ko say bottle ko say ka baby edi ba wo kire me a
wo fa nidie mo we inti san America no when the Capital Bank issue obia otie platform we at any other media platform at say court there transpire e wo court ne say sika aban e de mo no almost say sika ni free bank ne ho enye nkontobo na me twia Mita Opia Otie news bia enim say it transpired at the court. Week way, Reverend Fix Donko, Reverend Fitzgerald Donko, the former MD of Capital Bank, ever confirm say, oh no, one get involved in that because board no and a car say onka and yes me bose mukebi na America and some American no near it transpire a course so court reporters
say I'm the bottle and you UTV from the council will be the water courses I me part
wafa
UTV and they say obi the bottle
in some American enya Jamaluddin eka
wo se ye ne kan na me
enya Jamaluddin eka it was reported on all media platforms na yan fair no to nchen government did not collapse the bank. What we did was we amalgamated the bank, we consolidated the bank to protect you and I's deposits. Until when a country takes this initiative, yes, we are taking the bitter pill.
Now the one who see.
You are taking bitter pill, no? What the interest of a buying is say, you be protecting me no in the Nesika, and yes, I best we are bank near Pesca yenya. And that was what we were talking about. In Sisaya, you de to akwemu, you de to akwemu a me no ni na. Since Sisaya, no, even during the COVID, we were able to provide you subsidized electricity. We were able to provide you with free your friends saying water.
Yentia.
Issue no tia wahin.
Says can later yentia.
Utia wahin.
Says can yentia. Says can later yentia. Maybe so.
Utia wahin.
Yentia.
But to my office I'll coach you.
Me da say
office I'll coach you.
Me da say enti ma memra oni aso no so fa na dwen kire na fie sen so so.
Utia ya try be ya coach ya.
Ya coach. Omo de che free. One bottom e dey this kind of.
It's so interesting.
Me da enti ka bi
report we wa ha.
Report we na okura na me
manjoola.com. Source na manjoola.com. Life March 2022. Ghana economy shows signs of challenges even before COVID-19. World Bank. And the same World Bank country director, Bekache say, Omoma are buying $437 million. In addition to $250 million from Cover Free Stabilization Fund, over $700 million. Say, Omon Famwa, or my name from Kuntia COVID. Sikano Jomodi Hedeng.
Omo no aduane ma nkofo yi enye bia ne say omo electricity ne water omo de ma ye
omo no aduane
ma ni say nyina ye
sa electricity a wo kan senior 2021 budget delivered to parliament on behalf of the minister Ken Ofori-Atta by the how do you call it, the majority leader honorable Chairman Sabonsu asem no kai o introduce new taxes including COVID-19 recovery levy, sanitation tax, border tax in Omodiaba. Honorable Kojo Ponkroma on Joy News defended the introduction of these new taxes and claimed that forcefully and eloquently defended government position in relation to the introduction of these taxes. Say, free water and free light almost are creating hole in the public purse to the tune of 19 billion Ghana cedis. So deficit, they need those taxes to fill up. Now be someone you show free. You show one free. Me papa will tell and say grow so show free no anya bi. E hon polite ni ho. But mu dey be shepherd mu ofuka utuaka. This is how deceptive these people are. They should not deceive anybody. Over Heritage Bank, Yangu Heritage Bank because there was internal mismanagement. Aban Angu Royal Bank because there was internal mismanagement. Construction Bank and others. You deliberately collapse them thanks to my secret document about Bontain or for the pendency book. Most say those banks were collapsed simply because they are NDC owners or they are banks who are hostile ownership to the government.
No, we need to show the case of the way. Book no me book no be so book na ye ni bi wo ha no yet to me substantiate
very well. But I have
to me enkase
ya. So Sylvia, the truth of the matter is that the government collapsed the economy, how do you call the banks, purposely because Ken Ofori-Atta saw those banks, as the competitors. Therefore, let me weed them out and take over the financial.
Is that the reality?
That's the reason.
Why?
That is the reason. If not, nobody can fathom why the government can collapse 23 traditional banks, Ghanaian-owned banks. You take the economic power from Ghanaians and you take it and give it to the foreigners. Some foreign banks some system. You see why our cedi to dollar ratio is not 8%, it's 8 cedis. You know why? Some local banks some system where foreigners no. Omonya omosika ni na wia. They exchange it into the dollar and fly it outside the country. Capital flight. That is why the government is suffering. Look, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, I was expecting him to tell us Enra. Tempani constituency, you hear you $1 million. Bawumia did $5 million over the last 5 years.
Now, $5 million per constituency.
Per constituency.
So, year, one village, one dam, nada.
What for?
Senior,
men defend Bawumia. Says can
I banish or their bachelor say, $1 million, to me a day a dam, a day a toilet in Yamanama be at the who name a mamma for. In fact, Tempani people are watching. Toilet in a year. And in the American say, Bawumia de $5 million. You fire the Emre. We need that money. I was expecting Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to tell us. Well, say we don't need to borrow because Sikano, he has been a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana. Sikano Okrumha. And I was expecting him to justify to us the last 5 years. Na Ghana ya kayinano na 120 billion Ghana cedis. And now I cannot go to 363 billion Ghana cedis. I was expecting him to tell us. Your debt to GDP ratio, move to 54%, and then I could do 87%. Which means you could test 10 cities, and most 7 cities, 8 cities, 70 pesos, you could yaka. Sasikaya can say Muji, a bison Muji, no Mampenia be the chance, rich Mundo Modisicana ye, yet way, one church, the mamma one who said, in church, the Muno watch it, 1 minute. Fine, sorry, Abraham. The terminal cannot continue. The terminal, I have to get 1 minute. The terminal, the Kumaski market away for the Tamale airport away for the Kodo market away for the bank hospital away for the UGMC away for the other side the rich hospital away for. How many hospitals do we see? Almost say I don't know one. When Penny called Parliament for catching said it was overly ambitious. I feel almost here. They don't even build one for the last 5 years. See, let me tell this. Let me say this before we close. Okay. Yeah, compare Oman Penny Kufuado Mambu and the Mahama Mambua. Woman can say, President Mahama only had 3 years and 2 months because 10 months was in court. Therefore, that cannot be wholly claimed to be part of the regime. Even less granted, Mahama had 4 years, and now President Kufuado he's now having 5 years to the 6th year. And until Sika wanya more Sika than President Mahama, wanya more time than President Mahama, and wanya the free political and socio-economic space to operate. How many workers union will strike under his tenure? Okay, 30 seconds. What's the piece from the report? So, Bonamin Council, yeah, 2 million. Young Betanaha, Sabian to Futugu, because Papa Nimuti on the 18th January 2022. Peace FM online, I can cough 130 million to ACN. And this is in the story. Peace FM Maker said the accused person, according to the prosecution, alleged open various bank accounts with Capital Bank through which 620 million Ghana cedis BOG liquidity support were transferred to while others were carried in jute sacks. Ghana must go. Into bracket, Ghana must go to ASEAN as payment for business promotion. I will not sit here and underrate listeners. When we come here to sit and make a point, nasa jinto ana kaya tobo, when you go off, then you go and refer to wine. Because you were arguing with me. I'm referring to Peace FM online. But you didn't allow me to. No. What can someone? Peace FM reported it. Oh my God. I'm receiving text message. They heard it even on this place. Peace FM online. I will not allow you to come and sit here. Peace FM online. Peace FM online. Peace FM online. Say, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We might all have our biases, but let's not do that. Jamandi.
Because you made me look as if say me can't send me anya no credit.
And I'm prove it.
And prove it. Not only what it is a piece of online. I'm online.
You are trying to tell me say me ntiasia na say me nimu a say me ko offline. I mean
me say kaya
no and I'm saying
me kan man kan ya facha me kan man kan but me partner say you get the opportunity to go offline and refer
me da see bebre Jamal Dean Abdallah MPP communication team member era na say and afi Amaliba Kingsley so MPP NDC communication team member me do mu nyina say en komodie ni say ya gbagbagba say ya na ye konamodie ya kan nyina ni say eyewo na wo hwe me so na metie wo so na wo kan wasam wo so na do sa hye butum me so na do sa hye butum se ekoyi ayenim enkoyi nso ayenim tebre no so ebeka na ajabi na momu no nokure eye ba kope nyakopon ya do mo cha no pa critical issue ye baba ya kramo adamu